Okay, welcome back. And I'll still maintain, let's not get involved. The lads, we'll just have to get over it. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Many reavers. No. Okay, so our best bet here against these reavers. So we can net the shit out of them. Hopefully some of these reaver guys don't wear helmets, but these barbs do tend to wear helmets. Oh, they left us alone, thank God. Thank you, Fireball. I'm glad someone agrees with me. That would have been a failed mission. Remember, we were running a business first and a cult second. This is a fight against witches, which I want to try, but I need to offload all my loot first. $250 is not dreadful for tools. We'll buy the minimum we need. Escort a day to the southeast. Yeah, well, I'm going to keep escorting caravans. I don't mind these missions. It doesn't eat into my food provisions. I need time to repair my weapons and armor. So on the subject of fighting those reavers, once my frontline guys all have Indomitable, fighting the reavers becomes a lot more viable. Because then they can all attack once and then Indom. And we try to let the backline do most of the damage. Okay, what's this? Marauding greenskins. Perfect. Cheer up, boys. Have a drink. Ooh, 11 Alps. Yes, come here. Oh no, I don't have the whips stored up that I thought I did. Never mind. They should disappear now at dawn. There you go. 81, they're not paying very well, but unfortunately I need the I got cash flow problems. 7, 8. Six, 7. 200 for tools. We'll take that. Like, how demeaning is it for these guys in reserve? When things are going well, you just load them up with gear. You pull into town, strip them down naked, sell all their shit. Davkul has many demands of his followers, not all of them orthodox. The demands, that is, not his followers. Dev Chad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And food, 4 days, we're fine. Now that we've got the blacksmith, we can also start painting shields. Oh baby, how cool does that look? We'll start buying black paint and shield paint. See ya, Fireborn. Take it easy, mate. Ooh. Ibn Jalaf's Gutseeker. Look at that base damage. Wow. I'm only interested potentially in picking up a rondel, but they don't have one for us. Let's keep buying leather attachments. 322 for 18 is okay. It's not that great. 400 for 35 also is okay. It's not that great. I like how we can walk in there and then you're like, oh, that's great. Whatever. As though we could afford it. Not yet. I'm going to have to buy a bunch of Saleh helmets. So that's 5. And then I need some piece of armor that only weighs 10 to match up with the Saleh. 95. Yeah, I don't know. The Saleh weighs 5. I think actually the full face chain or like a male coif might be the way to go. Those two-handed scimitars can be nasty. Right, Goaboa wants to get back in the main line. Who's going to sit out? With Dirk. Got quick hands? I got quick hands. So that allows me to go... Sword, flail, dagger, flail, dagger, dagger, flail, sword. Yeah, so Roderick. Yes, that'll do, I think. Yeah, you're right, it is orc time. We should go clean out those little caves up north. Quick check in case there's a cultist. There's never any cultists. Nope. Big nope. This we can certainly do. Hell, we can even do it now, and oh god, it's in a forest. This will count as towards our ambition. Let's do it though. So we do this little hut, and then there's those 2 orc caves further north. That's 3 out of 4 for the ambition. I think we should really try to do that ASAP. Get the ambition done, and then we can do the Greenskin War, late game crisis. That could end at any minute, and even if we take it, as soon as it ends, I think we only have to do 1 mission for it to count as a successful completion of an ambition. It's more mood boost, it's more resolve, it's more morale. So, because we have been for so long just trying to get any 12 cultists together, I haven't spent much time thinking about what I want our final roster to look like. So we need to think about that a little bit. We're definitely going to have 2 reserves. I don't see us ever having more than 2 ranged guys. But we certainly want, you know, like 2 either shield breakers or polearm users in reserve. Because for those big undead fights, I want to be able to pull my archers out and not have any archers. Damn it. And ideally, I want all 12 of my melee guys to be in heavy armor, especially because of the extra fatigue you get from the Davkul devotion. Damn it. Shot. Go, it's the best sound, second, it's the second best sound overall, but it's the best sound of enemies getting hit. I still say the best sound overall is the orc chain flail. That thunk. If you're able to combine the 2 sounds into a thunk, into then you have the ultimate Die, you little green bastards. Okay, let those ambushes run. Every time I chase these little fuckers, someone gets daggered. The Board Warlock, thank you for the sub, my friend. So glad to have another loyal subject. Good subjects are hard to come by these days. It's just bloody peasants everywhere. Let's see, what should I give Net? Do we have enough tools? We have more than enough tools. Yes! Show him the darkness. God, how many are we up to now? Well, good to have you here, Board Warlock. Nice. Okay, so this is a pole mace lad. Who here is not a cultist? I think we have a full group of lads. Verified with 13 cultist lads. Yes! So who's level 11 that can actually sit out? No one yet. Right, so for you watching, Egil is available as a viewer name. And Roderick is available, so let me know if you want to be Roderick the tank lad or Egil the pole mace lad. Everyone else is already named after a viewer. Martin, the thing is, I consider you the leader of the warband, but Mizuma has the higher devotion level, which is a problem, honestly. Board Warlock, pole mace lad. Oh, conductive, you were too good for this world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Davkul wanted you by his side. That's the excuse. Oh, the ball! Oh, the ball! Score the ball! I want to stock up on dogs, but money isn't looking that great. Oh, no! Oh. And now we're surrounded in the forest. We can't run away, we're surrounded. Oh god, berserkers. Oh Christ, not Christ, Davkul. Form choke points, boys. Nice, crossbow bolt to the face. That's the kind of fighting we're going to need, Emery, if we're going to get out of this alive. Christ. James all by himself against all these orcs. In terms of late game crisis, I think the next one really needs to be the Civil War, because by the time the next one rolls around, our lads should actually be in a position where they can fight soldiers, and then that's when the money's really going to come in. We put Wolfgang over there, we put Roderick over here. Actually no, over here. We want to be fighting one orc at a time. Well, we are always on the receiving end. It's always... I don't know if you guys have noticed this. Oh, it's serious selection bias, but it always seems like the first attack, when it's raiders that have marksmen, The first attack, it's always the crossbow, it always hits, it's always a headshot. It is known. That's how Battle Brothers works. They shouldn't be able to shove into us with the forest kind of protecting us. But what we're going to struggle with is rotating the lads out when they start struggling. Hold. Be brave, lads. My Manhunter run indebted keeps getting one-shotted by barb throwing. Those barb throwing weapons do so much damage. That's another reason why I really struggle to get on with the Manhunter background. Your indebted are just so weak. And I just don't like having to spend AP to buff my guys, because then the guys who are using the whip slave aren't doing damage, they're whipping slaves. I suppose technically it's a 50% reduction in the slave driver's output because the whip effect lasts for 2 turns, but I think I would just much rather prefer the just the straight peasants where I don't have the downsides. Oh, damn it, shield. I probably should have put a shield up there because he can't break my shield. Does it make sure you next hit is 100%? And I mean instantly as you level it. So the description of Headhunter says that when you land a headshot, the next attack will automatically be a headshot if it hits. So if you hit the head with Headhunter, like one of my goons actually has it. Goodbye there to James's armor. Your Headhunter. So hitting the head of a target will give you a guaranteed hit to the head, also with your next attack. Connecting with your hit or missing will reset its effect. So that there was 2 headshots. Small detail, check your broken wooden shield. Shows as being on the ground. That's thanks to the blacksmith. Okay, so now we need Sparrow 4 to go relieve James ASAP. And we actually need Goaboa to switch out here. I don't see how we get through this without someone dying. As I leveled it with my lad, I made my chance. What do you mean? Like you level it and then it shows there 100%? I don't know. That might just be like, you know, a visual thing. I would imagine even if it shows on your character's thing there that it's 100%, I would imagine it still follows the rules that it says in the description. Is Kratox a headhunter? He is. I'm going to wait for this orc to go in here, then I'll step up this side with Van Thorn. That's entirely subjective. I don't find the fodder playstyle entertaining in the least bit. I just find it irritating. Mainly because I like getting attached to my lads. I like to know my lads. And when it's just fodder, you don't get attached to them. This is going to be a reload, isn't it? It's all going to come down to how we can kill this berserker if he lands his man splitter attack. I feel fairly good about this engagement here. These dagger lads should break their morale fairly quick. But you see how the flails do nothing against this armor. Actually, stay where you are. That's actually superior. Let him come in and be in contact with 2 enemies. Yeah, look at your morale. Yes. Who wins? A giant 8 foot tall wall of meat and armor, or a little stabby boy? Little stabby boy. It's the spread. Spoiler alert. I suppose maybe this is an argument for taking Fearsome on the dagger guys. Actually, I think this is a better move. The net is a better move. Oh, good hit. Oh yeah, the forest has been amazing for us in this fight. I mean, look at that big morale break there. And what sort of damage did we do to the head? 58 damage. I wish I knew whether targets were in possession of the steel brow trait or not. Because then it's nice to know when you shouldn't waste the fatigue from Headhunter. I suppose I should wiki it. You mother... There we go. Yeah, it's looking good. Unless anything really bad happens, but like with these orc weapons, one single shot and you're in trouble. And that was the orc I was most worried about. I just hope the rest flee, if I'm honest. I don't want to keep fighting these things. It's such a bummer. Okay, they want more. Look at Emery. He doesn't have any sort of fatigue, but I mean, he's that low level. He can't even reload the crossbow. Pathetic. So Headhunter can still be worth it if it simply bypasses armor, aka no helmet on the target, and a moderate to low HP pool. Well, yeah, I suppose what you're saying is, yeah, if you are, but like in this situation here with no body armor, that's when you don't want it hitting the body, hitting the head. I mean, is there a shield I can pick up here somewhere? No, there's not. Sweet, thanks for the confirmation, Martin. What does have steel brow? That's the good next. That's the next question. I need to know which targets I shouldn't be wasting Headhunter shots on. Oh yeah, that's something I want to try as well. We haven't found someone with the right stars for a duelist build. If we do, I think we're gonna. Well, I mean, I need to try mace or flail, but I'm a little interested on trying a Headhunter duelist flail. Because at least then you're doing a bit more damage, even when they do have head armor. But I already know, without looking at the numbers, it's not going to be terribly efficient. But if you wanted efficient builds, you came to the wrong channel. Oh, that's so nice, that orc. Just a triple surround himself. Yeah, I think pretty much most of the undead have steel brow, don't they? Except for the zombies. Ancient Dead makes sense. Legionaries, auxiliaries. I think auxiliaries have so little hit points. Even if they do have steel brow, wouldn't really make a difference. James the Headhunter. He is. Like HP wise, that was nothing, but give him duelist, who knows? And there's the extra damage as well, like a three-headed flail with duelist and the extra damage from double grip. let's be honest, the Headhunter in this playthrough at least, especially because we're taking it so early on in our builds, is an economic choice more than anything. Good dodging, boys. Shrat, sapling, all the unholds. Oh yes, the unholds, that's right. We fought unholds earlier this evening and noticed that hitting them to the head did nothing. Well done, lads. Keguia, yes, it's an incredibly good weapon. If you're building a polearm guy, I mean, I haven't actually used it yet, but from what I hear, it's just a war scythe with better stats. So being able to reap in an AoE like that is amazing. Indeed, thank the forest. Okay, so the zombies don't have steel brow. Good, good to know. Kakabila, I don't know. There is actually one name. There's a cultist available for you. You can have the next one. We actually got like 2 or 3 cultists to join us this episode. It's been great. That's Board Warlock. Another one here somewhere. Roderick, here we go. Kakabila, you can be a tank lad. Kakabilo 7. I'm on the goon. Oh, I love the +3 there. We'll go defense. I think we will take Colossus. Yeah, I was talking about who has steel brow. So on a goon, goons get light armor, so let's give him nimble. Tanky lad, defense. +2 without stars, I think I got to take. If it's anything but a 1, I need to up his melee skill a bit. It's got to be all about the fatigue. I mean, like, for a tanky lad, I feel like I have to chuck him into heavy armor, so... Technically a waste of those stars, but we go. What are you gonna do? Welcome, Kakabila. I'm pretty sure you won't be gutted by an orc or sacrificed to Davkul. You'll be fine. Polearm lad, 73 fatigue. What does melee defense roll? Melee defense with no 1 to 3, so if it's a 2. So for melee skill and melee defense, if it rolls anything but a 1, I should take it. Level it up. Polearm lad needs recover, absolutely. Oh, speaking of the Ifrit, I don't know if it's just my game, but have any of you encountered what I assume is a bug where when the Ifrit throw a stone, it makes the game crash? Because that has been my experience. Oof, these marauders are fast. Yes, there's another little hovel. This is awesome. So, wait a second. Oh, it's by orcs, not by greenskins. Anyway. So, 1, that little hovel. 2, that little cave. 3, that little cave. That's 3 of the 4 we need for the ambition. That's really good for us. It's a mod bug. Okay, well, I'll have to try it again then. Well, the thing with the Kraken that we want to try, which we never actually got around to trying in the offline experimentation, is using lindworm acid. Because lindworm acid burns 20%, its percentage of total armor. And then that gets offset by, I think it gets offset by Battleforged. We did some calculations and we reckon that if you throw a total of 3 lindworm acids at a many thralls and a warhound, that's not going to help. The theory we have is that if you throw loads of lindworm acid at the Kraken, and then beat it down with like pole maces and pole hammers, you can actually go straight to its hit points. Oh yeah, so it'll only be affected once for one turn. Well, in that case, then, I mean, the question is, how many turns would you need the asset to be active to actually do something? Oh, here we go. Third Schweikhoff Company. Help! Help us! Ah. Okay, our lads can take this battle off. 71. Gentlemen, take this fight off. You've earned it. So I'll tell you what, in Fernalicon, regardless of how much the acid burn gets mitigated, it's not nothing. It's something. So for argument's sake, when I go fight the Kraken, I want to have 4, maybe even 6. And if it helps a little bit, because I can tell you, first of all, I need to replace the shield. When I defeated the Kraken last time, it took me almost 2 hours, because all I had was spears. And we just have to keep spearing the tentacles down. So it's 5% of the total of head and body armor. And I thought the Kraken has 5,000 in total. So 250. I think the main thing about the acid is the fact that it's percentage. It's percentage armor, not if it was flat armor amount, it would be way weaker. We're not running away, we're standing our ground. It just so happens there happen to be 3 armies. You know, if I happen to have my targets of a contract get obliterated by some professional soldiers, I was hired to kill the orcs. I was hired to get rid of them. I wasn't hired to kill them personally. But conductive, also remember, it's additive, so on the turn 2 it'll be slightly more because it's 1600 minus 64. But the things with the pole arms, you have to be 1 square away from the head to use the pole arms. So in a single turn someone can get eaten. And I'm trying to remember whether if it eats anything it heals up. Oh yeah, Doocy, that is the Caravan hand background, which we're hoping to have proc for us. We have your Caravan hand needs to be level 6. And we have a level 6 Caravan lad. He's in reserve though. And look, our guys aren't doing nothing, but they're hurling abuse. It's brilliant. It's 10 inventory spaces basically for free. And speaking of essentially free inventory spaces, if you want that, you can just hire indebted and let them carry stuff. I have got the masterwork bow, yeah. Every time I've gotten it, I think it has slightly improved base damage and slightly reduced fatigue cost. The masterwork bow is great. MVP from this fight, the whole squad. Back to Volkenberg. Let's go get paid. Well, those goblins can fuck off, that's for sure. Oh, these soldiers, bless them. Bless these noble soldiers. What lads, what verified fucking lads they are. We're actually getting low on food. $81. I think we can make the next town. I never want to fight barbarians. They suck. Oh, Davkul procession. Let's see if we can find some Davkul lads. I'm going to sell this stuff because everything we have is selling at pretty much full value. That was a nice little hit of cash. Okay, give me some cultists, please. Yes. Hired. Yes. Damn it. Let's take a look at this lad. Goswin the Odd. He could be a backup bannerman, but he's actually that garbage. He has no potential. I can't believe I have to get rid of him. Suppose I should try him out first. 49, that's really bad. Fragile is really bad. The Bloodthirsty is nice. Maybe he could be a polearm or pole mace lad. He rolled 0 out of 5, 0 out of 5. These guys are dreadful. 99, 47. Is he going to have... So, is 47 after Fragile? Oof. I actually don't need them. They are garbage. Typical. We finally get ourselves a Davkul possession and we get 2 of the most garbage cultists to have ever walked the earth. Clearly Davkul has a sense of humor. Yeah, that's true. You suck so bad. I think I want to make 2 of these quiver of bolts. And what else? Where's the other ranged lad? There he is. White and blue paint. Black paint is what we want. Anyone have any weird colors on their helmets? Nope. I agree with Conductive. The Seapal has like what, 60 or even 80 hit points. It's really tough. I legit cannot believe that we didn't get any cultists that were even usable. But I suppose we already have a bunch of goons. Now I'm only going to accept cultists who have potential as ranged lads or as two-handed weapon users. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I need to think of what my armor and helmet combo is going to be for my nimble guys. We've got 15 to play with. I feel like the Saleh helmet is still the best of all the helmets. Don't know. I think considering Stobbie only has a decayed shield, that shield could break really easily. Wait, he has got shield expert. No, he's fine. That shouldn't break that easily. Oh, really? So is the southern mail, how does it compare to noble mail? I know that the southern mail is a lot cheaper. I mean, ideally you still want Saleh plus noble mail, but noble mail is so expensive and so hard to find. Hello, hello? Sir Robert's Choir. 30 to 75, so I think that is base damage. But 46 ignores armor is really good. Hell, I think if you make this the weapon of a flail duelist, you would get 71 ignores armor, and you give him Headhunter. You've got 71% of 30 to 75. Whew. And plus a 60% chance to hit the head. Do you really then even need Headhunter? This is a flail duelist god weapon, but we're about 5,000 short. Not flail duelist time. Well, I mean, we've got two guys who are hopefully going to use two-handed flails. How's morale? I think you guys have earned a drink. Okay, 2,700. We should also take a look at how far away we are from getting our next retinue member. Yeah, 71% armor pen, and I think that weapon might have even had plus damage. That was a pretty sick weapon. Okay, we're miles away. Most likely we'll get the donkey upgraded soon. Let's move to let these heroes of the realm pass. The Black Legion needs their commander. Okay, let's go do orcs. $30 to 75 is standard. Okay, well, still, I mean, the stats on that three-headed flail, that was pretty sick. Mini orc young, that's very doable with this load of lads. I just want to see whether... Does Board Warlock basically rate higher than any of these guys? I think we need as few goons in active service as possible. So, Emon, you can take a break. I need Dirk to get converted. So in Fnaticon, speaking of that, with the extra fatigue, what I'm really hoping is that I can justify my cultists using the orc weapons. The two guys we have that have stars enough in defense that I want them to use two-handed flails. I think that for the big battles, I'll let them use the orc flail. Davkul willing, we can find a legendary two-handed orc flail. And then on the big battles, you give the guy that second wind potion. That plus the +2 fatigue from Davkul Devotion. And they're going to get 20 fatigue recovery per turn. For that entire engagement. Yeah, so Iron Lungs is +3 now. Davkul Devotion is +2, so a total of +5. Oh yeah, so if you get Iron Lungs, +3, Davkul Devotion, +2, plus Second Wind Potion, another +3, it's a total of +8. And then when you have your Prophet of Davkul, you can spam that AoE thing to make your guys recover some extra fatigue. One-handed weapons, okay, fair enough. Well, I mean, even the non-famed orc weapons are amazing for their damage. Well, actually, am I misremembering? The orc flail it rolls 20 to 100, doesn't it? I think you could make an argument then that the human flail 40 to 80 is better. The orc flail you buy because you want to hear the sound of it. And thunk. Only one, yeah. But all the rest of your guys can get up to the level just below that. So all of them can get the +2 fatigue recovery. What's also very nice is that your guys don't suffer from the morale cascade. Because I think at level 2 of Davkul Devotion you get no morale check for hit points lost or allies dying or anything. I can't wait to see these cultists in the late game 1,000 days in. Legendary items all over the place. Nice. Salt. So check it out. So Mizuma is an acolyte. 2 fatigue recovery, +10 resolve, no morale check on allies dying, no morale check on losing hit points. That's level 3. I think it goes up to level 5. Level 4 you get +10 hit points. At level 6 you get that, plus you get the ability to basically cast a spell that gives everyone within command radius extra fatigue. So what I want then, I want my bannerman to just be casting that plus fatigue recovery on everybody else. Ooh! Sacrifice event. You travel to the place. Okay, we read this one before. Raimar's sacrifice will have the honor to meet Davkul. The procession is such. Raimar's sacrifice is flayed alive and pierced with sharpened sticks through each limb and held aloft, spread eagled over a fire which cooks him until death. The men watch his passing in silence, but as soon as one of his charred limbs breaks and collapses, his corpse into the flames, the men cheer and hoot and holler. Some pray, others roll around in the ashes of a Raimar's sacrifice, some licking it off their fingertips like it were sweets. It is a good night. Okay, so we've got a new fanatic, three new fanatics. That's wonderful. Kratox is a zealot. Wolfgong is a zealot. Monolith Tank is now a disciple. Modern Dodge Bannerman is an acolyte, and Sparrow 4 is an acolyte. They get the extra fatigue. Okay, we got a load of lads who are going to be pissed off. We're going to lose our ranged guy, but oh well. Quickly, strip them naked. Do you mean the mod that increases the amount of times you get Davkul events? No, I haven't installed the mod. But I do happen to know that the sacrifice events won't happen if you just stay on the roads all the time. I mean, previously we had, I think, what, like 90 days go by without any. Did I get the Paymaster to reduce the desertion chance? Yes, I did. And so far we've had the one guy desert. But if we get ourselves a half-passable poacher, 48 and 1 star. Deathwish unlucky. He rolled max range defense. That's pretty good. Range skill 1 star is 35 on average. So call it 82, 88 plus. If I give him gifted, he'll get to 88. That's pretty damn good. All things considered, that's pretty damn good. So this guy has Deathwish and Lucky. This guy has Superstitious as crap. Welcome, folk. So he's currently still sacrifice status, but he has potential as a ranged lad. Ooh, bundle of crude javelins. My other ranged lad now, who's got quick hands. I don't think it's worth it yet to let him use throwing weapons, but not really. We've got him. They're there. Okay, so these lads I expect to all leave. Ditto 2. That's fine. I kind of don't care. We're up to 13 cultists. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. Yes, I believe so, Donkey. That's exactly why I stripped him down. Our caravan hand has fucked off, or he's about to. There's no tavern, we can't get them hammered. I can't create the cocaine yet. So I think they're just gonna leave. What's this? Drive off barbarians. Eh. Hunt for dire wolves. This I can do. I could do with those crafting materials. But I think let's just head to the nearest town with a tavern and see if we can drown some sorrows here. Because I'd prefer to not lose my caravan hand. Whoa! That's a lot of barbs. Oh Christ. Oh Davkul. Help me, Dark Lord. Oh, there goes the caravan hand. Okay. The miner is still worth keeping if he does stay with us, because there's the odd event where he gets us gems. 244, 418 is a good price. We'll sell that. That reminds me, I need to be picking up whips. That's another reason I want to be in the south. I'll tell you what, let's finish up this ambition and head to the south, like, quickly. We're just checking for cultists. Oh, we need a dumb hunter. Nope. Money is getting a bit low though. Right. Welcome, new lad. 310 as a ranged guy. I think, yeah, I need to keep power leveling the ranged lad. Do we have enough kite shields now? I think we need one more. We're starting to look the part as well now by painting our heater shields. I hardly need to tell anyone how important that is. You gotta look the part. 1, 2, 9 more shield paints needed. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for now. 53 minutes, good little episode. Another gruesome sacrifice event. Hello? So Erlin's Edge, base damage. A bit of extra damage ignore, a bit of extra armor effectiveness. Weapon skills build up 2 less, that's pretty average. The Rondel will buy on site though for the Dagger Lad. Oh, sweet. Both my Dagger boys now have Rondels. Yes, we'll go give the lad some booze in a sec. Just checking that everyone has a dagger. I kind of don't want everyone to get drunk. You know what, if they leave, who cares? I mean, it's just a miner and a tailor who I don't really... I mean, this guy would be... Yeah. Let's at least try to get him out of red. We don't have a profit, no. Oh, come on, Dieter. Everyone's completely pissed. There we go. Everyone is completely shattered. Ooh, lads are drunk. Our highest level is a disciple. Plus 20 hit points. Oh! And that's what everyone's going to get eventually. Well, now that we're all completely shit-faced, we need to go do some delivery missions or marauding. It's more marauding greenskins. We'll just pull those into reinforcements. Okay, I gotta stop. Thanks for watching, friends. See you tomorrow for your daily dose of Battle Brothers. Our cultist run is kind of starting to get rolling. And eventually this tank is going to be chucked into heavy armor. So we've got nice old hit points.